Hello, allies. It's Mel. I'm on MsAnthrope's account. I am hoping to take a video about some information or additional information around the Wasteland Kings event. And so, in preparation for the event, I am so in this case, I am attacking from my home alliance. So I don't have to worry about the gift levels or tech levels right now. Um, so I'm staying with Home Alliance ABC. I have my infirmary is almost full. I have 82, close to 82K space that I will want to fill with um, lower level units. So this is a strategy in order to increase the amount of fast comeback points that come in. And then so Wasteland King, there's the badge, which is located at the lower right. There's also the event tile that will show the status of the current states involved in Wasteland Kings. And then so the other states involved with Wasteland Kings will not update until the event starts. So don't think that it will repeat, even though we have had repeat states. We're actually getting some slightly new states this time. And then there is a personal reward page. We are currently in the Gold League. And then so it's nice because the Gold League, when you complete phases, you can get Natalie frags, and you can reset. You can get a frame that has stat boosts. If we were in platinum, the boosts are better and the frag count is higher. But if we fell to silver, the frags in the frame are no longer available. So it's good to be gold league or above. But then of course you also, as you go up in league, you may get matched with more killer states. So it's trade-offs. Different ways that people can earn points during Wasteland Kings event. There is the one that's kind of considered the easiest and just takes time is occupation. And then so there is occupation points, and then there are casualties. And then so the casualties, it's important to remember casualties only count against Wasteland Kings buildings. And then there's kills. And then so the important thing to note here is that it's enemy kills, and enemy kills means non-same state kills. Kills against people from the same state will not give any points. And so this is why in our state we ask people not to attack the S226 defense buildings or occupied buildings, if that's the case. And then so I am actually in one of the other states. I looked around to try and find open spots, and this was kind of the closest that I could get. I didn't spend a huge amount of time looking, but this is where I ended up. And then so it's not too bad to the turrets, and like this is state 200, and they had their hub attacked by state 140. And then the western turret was actually occupied by state 140 not too long ago. So it looks like state 200 just recently retook that. And then so there are also gatherers. People try to have the shielded headquarters to prevent usually it's to prevent HQ 40s from being able to port to the wasteland and attack. But there's very little that people can actually do to prevent HQ 40s from attacking if they want to attack. And it should be noted that people who are in the wasteland are definitely at risk for being attacked during the Wasteland Kings event. You can't attack people, you can't scout people that are located on grass. But then if any of these people became unshielded, they could be attacked. So there's definitely a risk, and definitely people have to be careful regarding their shield status. So kills are possible against gatherers, but only if they are higher than T1 level. And then, so if I don't know if I want to, I may as well still just attack. All right, so I need to fill my infirmaries. So I'm going to do that with T1 units. I'll just go with, I have taxis to kill. Except that I also forgot how many. 82K. All right. Attack. I'll just go like yeah, there's going to be a percentage casualties as well, so I'll just go 85K. All right, and then its vehicles also doesn't matter, heroes, but we also have a double nap with the two states where we're not supposed to send heroes or rally. All right, so it's going to take 27 minutes. And then so, again, attacking results in war frenzy. In terms of, I recorded another video before about like using first aid before hitting. If you're trying to preserve units. In this case, I'm actually trying to fill my infirmaries, so I'm not going to use first aid here. And then I will speed this up because I can. All right. While that is going, I can also. Okay, and then so as a reminder also of like some of our other videos, again, kills only count if they are against other states. If you tap on a player and they are from a different state, the other state will load at the front of the name. And then you can also look at the player info to see the information about the player. I definitely like to check the highest might, the might excluding troop might information. That's very useful for being able to attack in pit, and like what the status is of like who you might be attacking on a tile. Based on this information, I would suspect that this player is smaller and they probably have T1s. But check. This one's being checked by somebody else. So this is a bigger player, so it might be an attempt for a trap tile. Yeah, so that smaller player just has T1s. There'd be no points for attacking that. And also this larger player also has T1s. So that's not really a good use of time. This player from 140 doesn't care. Sometimes you just want to kind of like clear people and potentially get people to respond. And sometimes people will just attack without actually scouting. Oh, these taxi gatherers. So I'm going to have to assume that chances are same situation T1s. This is an attacking player, so like maybe they have real units. T10. So this player has higher level units than I do. Their stats are not great. But it might be a iffy, or I would probably also be giving them kill points if I attack that tile. My other attack is done, so I will, let's see. Once the attack is finished, you'll see that I primarily have casualty points. And the information tab updates with the amount of fast comeback, which is only associated with casualties or kills, deaths full deaths. So if it goes to the infirmary, it does not count. So it's completely killed units. So that is where the deep heal comes into play. It's not full. It's almost full, but it's not full. Where the deep heal comes into play, which mine is empty right now. All the units in deep heal count as killed, but they can be recovered because you can use the nano potions or diamonds to be able to recover them. So that is a way to get casualty points without permanent loss of the units. And then, so if I attack, I will go ahead and attack with, I have more fighters than anything else. So I'm just going to go ahead, and some will go into the infirmary still, but I'll still get a significant number of casualty points. Again, NAP requires I not send heroes. But I am going to go ahead. My T8s aren't going to do much damage anyway, but I don't get to use my attack boost very often. Alright, and then I am going to go back. I should check this scout too. Not useful. Go back to the location. So technically, I shouldn't be able to clear them because they are T10, but their stats are not very good. So I can definitely do some damage. So yeah, it would be better if I use a counter troop to what they have. Oh, actually, I should send. Yeah, I should send a counter to what they have. They're a fighter. And so that's why I don't have strong riders. But I can send my shooters against their riders and see what happens. All right, so all right. And I cleared them. Okay. All right. So that should also have resulted in killed units. Yay. And then the hit on the turret will result in casualty points. So before the changes to Wasteland Kings, there were 3 separate categories for points earnings, and you had to essentially kind of get each of the 3 different types of points in order to maximize what you could earn from Wasteland Kings. Now, with the current format of Wasteland Kings, you do not, like, all the points contribute towards the general phase completion. And then, so yeah, so all my units are dead. So this one should show that my infirmary is full. And so I have more units which have resulted in casualties. And then so I had a few kills, but then I also have more casualties. It went over 9 million points for a fast comeback. And so a very valid approach for using fast comeback when especially if you've recently changed troop tier levels. Typically you want to kill units that you can afford to lose. And so more often people will send vehicles or will send troops of a lower tier that they can afford to lose, that will then give them fast comeback points to rebuild the higher level troops, or to build the higher level troops. Since this is one of my, this is a T8 account, I have a lot of excess T8s that don't get much use actually. Um, I don't actually worry about they are, even though they were my fighters and they're my main troop, I can afford to lose them here. But so those are considerations regarding what you want to send for casualty points in Wasteland Kings event. All right, so I'm going to continue to attack until I complete. And then so like by attacking with my fighters, I have a chance for at least a few kill points. If I sent vehicles, I would probably get close to 0 points for kill points. I would only get casualty points, but that is a viable option. It just is going to take more attacks potentially. And then I will just show you that my infirmary now has the it's completely full, and now I have deep healing. And then so because my infirmary count is also relatively low, one thing to remember is that if you exceed the deep healing amount, the casualties then go to the Alliance infirmary, which is capped depending on the level of your alliance infirmary level for each person. And then so for our alliance, that is 100k units. And then those units can be recovered using alliance coin, and then that will start the healing process, and then that time can be reduced using heal speed ups. But before that, the only way to start the healing process is to use alliance coin. So if you are going to another alliance to get occupation points, and you also get kills and casualties while in that alliance, be sure to check the alliance infirmary before you return home. All right, but again, this is a way to complete the phases without getting occupation points. All right. So thank you. I hope this helps.